back to Cooking with Gloria. Today, I want to share with you a very delicious sweet bread. It's made out of the sugar cone. It's very traditional in Mexico and it's very delicious. I know that you guys are going to love it. I'll show you step by step. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients for this sweet bread, as we call it, Cemitas. We have salt, cinnamon powder, baking powder, butter with no salt, regular sugar, 2 eggs, room temperature, all-purpose flour, 1 sugar cane, milk, and our vanilla that we cannot miss. This is everything you need. I will show you step by step how to make this delicious Cemita or sweet bread at home and enjoy it with your family. So let's get started. I want to start by melting my unsalted butter. I'm going to add it here. I'm going to take it to the stove and I'm just going to let it cook for just a little bit until the butter has dissolved completely. When the butter dissolves completely, then I'm going to turn off my stove and just remove it from the heat. And now what I'm going to do, I have my piloncio here, my sugar cone, and I'm going to start smashing it because I'm going to add this mixture in my Cemitas, in my sweet bread. This is my exercise for the day. I'm just going to smash it. I like it to be nice and little pieces. You know, it all depends how you like it. I really like little chunky pieces in there so that when you're eating the Cemita, you could really taste the sugar cone. And to tell you the truth, it doesn't come out sugary at all. Okay, I'm going to transfer everything here, and then now I'm ready for my dry ingredients. I'm going to start with my all-purpose flour, and I'm going to be sifting it a little bit at a time. This is a very important step because you want to sift a little at a time until you're completely done with your all-purpose flour. Once you've sifted all your all-purpose flour, I'm going to start adding my baking powder, a little bit of salt, my cinnamon, and we're going to sift it too. And I'm going to sift the sugar too. That's very important because sometimes the sugar has little balls of sugar, and that's exactly what you don't want, okay? So now when everything's in here, I'm just going to incorporate everything with my hand just like this. And now this is the time when I'm going to go ahead and start adding just half of the piloncio mixture. I'm just going to add half and I'm going to incorporate everything in here. And now I'm going to start by adding my eggs. And I'm going to start adding it one at a time just in case one egg comes out bad, that I don't have to throw everything else away. That's why I like to do it on a separate little plate just to make sure that this comes out good. And now when you added your eggs, your butter is already at room temperature, okay? I'm adding my vanilla extract. The vanilla extract is very important because it's really going to give it a delicious flavor. The butter is already at room temperature. You don't want to add your butter really nice and hot, okay? It has to be back in room temperature. And let's just mix away. I'm going to be adding a little bit of milk at a time, and I'm only using half a cup of the milk. Once you incorporate everything, well, then I have my baking dish right on the side. And to tell you the truth, you don't need to add anything to your baking dish. Look at this. Look at the mixture of the dough. This is exactly how it needs to look. And it's so easy to prepare. The cold weather is here already, and why not enjoy these delicious piloncillo semitas at home? Made at home, nice and warm, with a delicious atole or a delicious coffee. And now I'm going to make the little semitas, remember, as big or as small as you like. I like to do them a little large because once they go into the oven, they're really going to get nice and puffy. To this, I'm going to add a little bit of the sugar cone on the top on every single one, and this mixture will make 12 semitas, 12 sweet bread. I'm going to go ahead and continue making the rest. Like I said, this is a very easy dough. Now I am completely done, and I have preheated my oven to 350 Fahrenheit, and it's gonna go in there for just 20 minutes. You don't want to open and close the oven. You want to just leave them in there for 20 minutes. That's everything that they need. Because if you open and close the oven, then you reduce the heat of the oven, and that's exactly what you don't want. I have preheated my oven, and now I am ready to put the first batch in. I'll see you back in about 20 minutes. Okay, 20 minutes have passed, and look at them. They look delicious. They are nice and warm, light, nice and brown from the bottom, but yet they're nice and hard from the top. But from the inside, they are nice and tender. Look at the piloncillo. It really gives this delicious sweet bread, a very delicious taste. Let me show you how this looks from the inside. Like I said, they're still nice and warm. Look at this. They're crunchy from the outside, but yet very moist from the inside. I can't wait to enjoy this with the delicious atole. And I'm going to enjoy it with the vanilla atole. You already have that recipe on my channel. Look how soft it is, and it's nice and warm. Well, you know something? I am ready for the presentation, so I'll see you in a bit. With this delicious Cemita de piloncillo sweet bread with the sugar cone. You know something? This is a perfect recipe for this cold weather. I know that once you make it at home, you guys are going to love it. The sugar is really, let's take control of that sugar. Really, it's not sugary at all. Let me try this because this is the part I really love and enjoy. And I have a Mexican atole, a vanilla Mexican atole that you already have on my channel. Let's see how this came out. Excuse me. Just amazing. This recipe is so easy to make. I show you step by step. You know something? This came out delicious. If you liked and loved my recipe, please, I invite you to subscribe. Leave me a thumbs up. Share my video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell. And if you did, leave it activated. So every time I make a delicious recipe, yes, you are going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying this delicious piloncillo Cemita or sweet bread. See you on my next delicious recipe. Bye-bye.